Now we'll take the next problem, and as we go on doing the problems, we'll go on making it slightly complicated and see how easily it can be solved. Now I have this problem here where I have got 4 people and 4 jobs, and this is the cost matrix that has been given to you. So let's go with the algorithm. What does the first algorithm say? It says check whether problem is balanced or not. Yes, problem is balanced because I've got 4 men and 4 jobs. So it is 4 by 4 matrix. So problem is balanced. My step number 1 is done. What does step number 2 say? If problem is unbalanced, make the same a balanced problem by introducing a dummy row or column. So problem is already balanced, so I did not do step number 2 at all. So what does step number 3 say in our algorithm? It says if problem is maximization, then multiply the profit matrix by -1. So I know that cost is given, so problem is minimization problem. So since it is minimization problem, I did not do step number 3. So I'm left out with step number 4, and let's continue with the problem. What does step number 4 say? Step number 4 says conduct the row operation. Alright, what is row operation? Row operation is identify the minimum of each row and minus it from the elements of the same row. So I have identified in the first row, what is the minimum? It is 24, and I have minus it from elements of the same row. That is 25 minus 24 is 1, 30 minus 24 is 6, 24 minus 24 is 0, 31 minus 24 is 7. So my first row is over. I'll come to the second row. I finish M1, I come to M2. What is the minimum in M2? It is 25. So I'm going to subtract 25 from elements of the corresponding row only. So 26 minus 25 is 1, 29 minus 25 is 4, 28 minus 25 is 3, and 25 minus 25 is 0. Similarly, I'll do it for row number 3 where 22 is minimum. So 28 minus 22 is 6, 25 minus 22 is 3, 22 minus 22 is 0, 26 minus 22 is 4. I come to row number 4, M4. Here the minimum is 24. So 25 minus 24 is 1, 26 minus 24 is 2, 24 minus 24 is 0, and 26 minus 24 is 2. Now I have completed the row operation. Let's get on to the column operation. So what does the column operation tell us? Column operation tells us that select the minimum of each column and subtract it from the elements of the or corresponding elements of the same column. So let me come to column number J1. Let me always go from left to right and from top to bottom. In OR, always keep a proper orientation. So let me go from left to right. I'll take the column J1. So what is the minimum in J1? Minimum in J1 is 1. Select any one, doesn't matter, the minimum is 1. So I'm going to subtract this minimum from the elements of J1 column. So when I do that, what do I get? I get 1 minus 1, 0, 1 minus 1, 0. So from 6 minus 1, I get 5, and 1 minus 1, I get 0. I go to column J2. What is the minimum in this column? The minimum in this column is 2. So I will subtract 2 from elements of the same column here. So 6 minus 2 is 4, 4 minus 2 is 2, 3 minus 2 is 1, and 2 minus 2 is 0. I'll come to J3. What is the minimum here? Minimum value is 0. So 0 minus 0, 0, 0 minus 3 is 3 minus 0 is 3, 0 minus 0, 0, and 0 minus 0 is 0. Minimum of this column, that is J4, is 0. So 7 minus 0 is 7, this remains 0, this remains 4, and this remains 2. Now I have completed the column operation. Now after the column operation, I have to confirm that 1 0 is there in every row and column. So you'll see every row is having a 0 and every column is having a 0. Now I'll start my allocation. That is the step number 6. What does step number 6 tell you? It tells select that row or column which has a minimum number of 0. Let's start. I will take M1 row. Okay. So I take M1 row. How many zeros? 2 zeros. Leave it. I take M2 row. How many zeros? 2 zeros. Leave it. I take M3 row. How many zeros? 1 0. Here I get it. I get 1 0. So I have selected this row. Which is this row? This row is M3 row. So M1, M2, M3 and M4. So I went from top to bottom and I landed seeing in M3 that there is only 1 0. So what does it say there? It says you allocate there. Okay, I allocate there. Now draw a line either horizontally or vertically to cancel maximum number of zeros. Now tell me friends, if I draw horizontal, am I cancelling any zeros? No, I'm not cancelling any zeros. But if I draw a line vertically, am I cancelling any zeros? Yes, I'm cancelling this and this zero. So here I have to draw a line vertically to cancel maximum number of zeros, and I call this as allocation number 1. Alright. Now we'll continue the allocation. Again start the step 5. Okay, that is step 6. Select the row or column which has minimum number of zeros, make an allocation and cancel maximum number of zeros by drawing either line vertical or horizontal. Again I will come on top, don't go on down. Okay, once this is done, go back again. I come again on top. I see row number 1. Yeah, I got 1 0 because it's already gone. Okay, so you're not going to consider the zero that has been cancelled, friends. Okay, only uncovered elements. This is known as covered elements because these numbers are covered by the line. Okay, so when I see again from top to bottom, I'll start. That is, I'm going to do the allocation. When I start, I see row 1, I get 1 0. Wonderful. I will allocate here. Okay. Now what does it say? Once I do allocation, draw a line vertically or horizontally to cancel the maximum number of zeros. So if I draw a line horizontally, I am not cancelling any zeros. This is already cancelled. If I draw a line vertically, am I cancelling any zeros? Yes, I am. I am cancelling this and this zero. So I am supposed to draw a line vertically and my second allocation is done. Again, I go back to the row. I'll see that row which is having minimum number of zeros or column which is having minimum number of zeros. That is, I am still in step number 6. Step number 6 will go on happening. Okay. So I'll see the first row. Any zeros here? No zeros. I got only 4 and 7. M2. Any zeros here? Yes, I have got a 0. Wonderful. I will allocate here and I'll see whether I can cancel any number of zeros. So I allocate here. Draw a line either horizontally or vertically to cancel maximum number of zeros. So if I draw a line horizontally, can I cancel any number of zeros? No, because only 2 is left here. If I draw a line vertically, do I cancel any number of zeros? No. So what you do, you draw a line vertically. This is allocation number 3. Okay, you can draw anyhow. You can draw vertical or you can draw horizontal. It's left up to you. Answer you'll get the same. Again, I will start checking for a row or column that is having minimum number of zeros. I was doing the row. I'll keep on continuing with the row. First row, any zero? No. Second row, any zero? No. Third row, any zero? No. Fourth row, any zero? Yes. I got this fellow. I allocate here and I will draw a line either horizontally or vertically to cancel maximum number of zeros. Let's draw anyhow. Okay. Let's draw this. It is 4. So I have no other zeros that are remaining. So I have to go to the next step, that is step number 7. What does step number 7 say? If number of lines drawn is equal to order of matrix, the solution is optimum. You have to see that no zeros are remaining here. When no zeros are remaining here, then you will go to step number 7. So step number 7 says that check number of lines drawn. So how many lines I have drawn? I have drawn 1, 2, 3 and 4. So number of lines drawn is equal to 4. Order of matrix is 4 because it is 4 by 4. Hence solution is optimum. And what are the allocations? The allocations will be like this. Friends, when you are doing the allocation, please be careful. Please refer the cost of the original matrix. many students, what they do is they will refer the immediate previous matrix. So don't do that mistake. So here M1, the final solution is, okay, the solution is M1 will do job number J1, J2, J3 and J4. M1 will do job number J1 at what cost? So it is here M1 J1. Go to original matrix, see what is M1 J1. It is 25 rupees here, right? 25. M2 will do job J4. M2 will do job J4. So M2 does job J4. What is the cost? 25 is the cost. M3 will do job J3. So M3 will do job J3. M3 will do job J3. What is the cost? It is 22. And M4 will do the job. Yeah, M4 will do the job J2. It will do the job J2. What is the cost? Go to M2 and J2. This is the original matrix, friends. Remember, don't see here M4 and J2. It is 26 rupees. So your total cost is 5 plus 5 10 and 12 and 6 18. 8 is here and 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 over 8 9 98 rupees is the total cost. And this is your solution for this problem. Here you understood that how we have to draw the lines. When you draw the lines either horizontally or vertically, see that maximum number of zeros can get cancelled. In case in a particular, if I draw a line horizontally, if I have 1 0, and if I draw a line vertically, if I'm having 2 zeros in that column, draw the line vertically. This is the secret of solving assignment problem very quickly. Thank you.